So I'm once again struggling to get out of here at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Problem is I got in, hiked till, 9 o'clock, went to eat, came here, talked to Jen till about 11. And when I woke up at my normal time this morning, I was just exhausted, didn't get enough sleep, slept in, and then I'm, of course, always trying to catch up with edits and stuff like that. Jen and I were able to go over the stuff she needs to bring, so we're getting closer and closer to sorted there. I'm probably going to send my puffy jacket back to California, or Colorado actually, about the time I send my tent back, because the 2-person I'll send away and then we'll use the 3-person. It's so warm I'm not using it. I'll keep the long john and send the fleece just in case, but I'm expecting it to get hot from here. Kind of seems a shame to replace my shoes when they're not completely dead, but that's what got me into trouble last time. So if you thought the traffic last night and the lack of a shoulder was kind of horrible, that's because I'm supposed to be up on that hillside. There's a back road the trail routes down, but I didn't think I could necessarily make it cross country down to this hotel. So I'm basically on the north end of Lawrenceburg, which is just north of Aurora. Aurora is where my new shoes are waiting for me. And I'm gonna grab about 3 days of food because there's an IGA there. That'll let me avoid the dreaded Dollar General for a little longer, and that will get me down to Hanover. You can see how empty my pack is. That's been kind of nice for the last couple of days. Yesterday was very encouraging mileage wise. We'll see if that holds today, even with a shorter day, being able to make 26, 27 miles. That's about where I was hoping I would be at this point. If I can just be hitting solid 25s, I'll be happy. Without, breaking down, falling apart, wimping out, etc., etc. Back to relative peace and quiet here. And there is the name I wish I had. Zebulon is an underappreciated first name these days. Out of the land of the cart and buggy and into the land of the golf cart. I keep hoping somebody will put a subway along the road here, but I don't think I've seen one for a good while now. Apparently somebody managed to stealth down here. I think I just Assassin's Creeded. I was talking to somebody and managed to get past the religious sign people. Just ran into some guy that said he was trying to get to Montana. I think he wanted to team up. I did get a chance to look forward a little bit. Once I resupply in Aurora, it looks like I should be pretty good for dispersed camping tonight, at least near as I can tell. That means the only worry is really going to be, will I be able to find water that's not going to kill me? I actually have a way to report illegal campsites. Good thing I didn't try and stealth down here. Just got a guy offering to take me down the river a ways. Not sure which direction that is exactly, but Jen was originally going to have the shoes sent to Santa Claus instead of Aurora, but this just worked out better. We were both a little gun shy after the previous time of trying to push the shoes a little too far. Hey, but I got like 700 miles out of the last pair. Okay, grabbed a sandwich, waiting for the lunch hour to be over. And now to get my new shoes. Okay, brand new shoes, this time before I was in absolute misery for like a week or two. And a couple more beans. Now I think I'm going to reluctantly at least run through the grocery store and get a little more food. Okay, so the town IGA is now a consignment store. And plus side, I'm gonna get to hike a little lighter for a little longer. So now we're living. Okay, so new shoes. I had a disturbingly greasy turkey sandwich at the local diner, and because the IGA is closed, I have enough resupply snacks to get me down the road from a gas station. So, woo. It is breezy today. This is why I keep telling people that the umbrella isn't going to be much help in the heat once that rolls around again. Just because in wind like this, you can't use it. And time to get the hell out of town before I get any more invitations from random bush people to go to Montana. So few barges on this river. And this is why I really hate it when people who claim they're thru hikers are spending the night in bathrooms and inevitably bragging about it. Just took a wrong turn, but on the plus side, ended up talking to a lady out in the garden and got some cold water. I always love how people react when I start telling stories about the Mississippi and everything. I seriously need to make more videos on the Mississippi just to explain how achievable it is as a trip. It's such a cool thing, and people always think this stuff is impossible. And really, you know, yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, you got to make sacrifices, but you set yourself up and then it's just one day at a time. Dragon here. I'm not sure if it's just the fact that I didn't have the massive caffeine dose of those other days or what. Oh well. I was getting bored of having nice clean dry shoes anyway, I guess. That was about knee deep. Okay, 6:40, only around 18 miles in. Big thing is I just gotta ask somebody to let me fill water, and then I can just kind of run out the clock. This terrain, there's been things I could have made work, stuff camp, so I'm not too worried about that. Probably just need to get in the bushes around 9 o'clock. Okay, managed to find a normal-ish looking person to fill up my water bottles. So I am over full. I'm back up to a gallon. That'll be enough to get me through however many hours tonight and overnight and tomorrow, until when I will hopefully have other houses around me. I have been a little wary of who I asked for water ever since that whole little murder house incident in I think it was Pike County. I mean, they were nice enough, but I just had all sorts of alarm bells going there. And sometimes I find a house that seems normal, but you know, they've got a dog that comes charging out of the yard at me, so I take what I can get. I will say, this section does have me missing the whole like Milford, Cincinnati thing. Seemed like I got a lot more kind of positive reactions to that. And I get it. I mean, there were signs saying, oh, this is how you report illegal encampments. And I did have a shirtless guy come out of the bushes and ask me if I wanted to go to Montana, or if I was going to Montana. So, and I have been determined not to call in any sort of a trail angel for a water drop. I would filter out of one of these creeks and risk pesticides before I did that. Or just go thirsty tonight. And I mean, that doesn't look bad other than all the trash, random building materials, and farmland. There we go. Okay, 8:20, and I'm basically in the market to find a camp if I see something secure. Once it gets too dark, problem is I have to actually like go and climb over to see if something looks reasonable. I haven't had reception, but I've heard the occasional grumble of thunder. And I just saw a pretty good fork of lightning up there. So I've climbed up into the bushes here twice, but no joy. Too close to the road, or too vegetated, or too sloped. Plus side, at least the thunderstorm missed me. 9 o'clock. Unfortunately, every time I found something promising, it's either too vertical like that, or there is a house in the vicinity. It's been a lot of these little cabins and campsites and things, and I have not run across anybody to ask permission of. Okay, not quite ideal. Closer to the road than I would like, but I have something that'll work. So I'm just getting set up. Oh, one vehicle I've seen in the last 2 hours just came by, so I'm just trying to get set up quietly. Home sweet home.